Hello everyone, welcome once again. So here I am going to take you through this next video, that is step-by-step instructions to run your first Selenium program. Now this video will be divided into two parts. So this is the part 1 and the next one will be the part 2. So here are the steps which we have listed down for your information. So these steps we have to follow in order to execute our first Selenium program. The very first step is Java installation. We have to install the proper Java JDK file in your laptop or the desktop. Then next we have to set the environment variables path for the Java. After that we have to install the Eclipse IDE, and then we have to go for the new project in Eclipse. We have to create our new project. Next we have to download Selenium jars in order to use the automation of browsers. After that we have to assign or interconnect these Selenium jars with your newly created project, that is build path configuration for Selenium jars. And step number 7 is we have to select the proper browser and we have to create the driver object, that is step number 8. And step number 9 is system properties for browser. We have to set the proper system properties for the selected browser, and then at the end we have to run your first program. So these are the steps we have to follow for in the next these two videos. So we are going to start with the step number 1 in this part 1 video, and few of the steps will cover in part 2. As per the steps mentioned, now the first step that we have to perform is we have to download the Java JDK for the Windows. So let's search on Google Java JDK download. Don't need to remember any link or URL. Just simply search on Google and you will get the respective URLs or the links. So here is the first URL, that is Java SE downloads. So just click on the first link, which is www.oracle.com. So now we are on the downloads page for the oracle.com JDK download. So as we can see here, the latest version which is available, Java SE 1.4 or the Java SE 14. We have to download the JDK file for the Java 14. And apart from that, there are multiple previous versions available like Java SE 11, Java SE 8U251, Java SE 7. So like that, all older versions are also available over there. But I suggest you to go with the latest version. There is no issue with the version. You can use your latest version. Like whenever you are going to see the video, you will be having the maybe more latest version like Java 15, Java 16, something like that. So you just have to download the latest version whichever is available on the website, and then click on this JDK download file for the latest version. So once you click on that JDK download link, you will navigate to this new web page, that is Java SE Development Kit 14 downloads. Just scroll down and then you will be able to see the different download files for different operating system platforms like Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. So we are interested in Windows because right now I'm using Windows laptop. So I will be downloading that Windows x64 installer file. Also we can download the zip file as well, but I suggest you to go with the direct installer file, so you need to have the headache to unzip the file and then install it. So we can directly double click on that installer file and we can install the JDK. So we have to click on this download link for JDK 14.0.1. Okay, now the download has completed and the JDK file is available in my downloads folder. So now we have to install that JDK. So just double click on this installer file. Now the installation window will open. Just click on next button. If you want, we can change the download path or installation path, but I suggest don't change the installation path. Just let it install in C drive program files. So click on next button and just wait to complete the installation status. It may take approximately 2 to 3 minutes to complete the installation. So now, as per the steps we have decided, we have completed the Java installation, and the next step is environment variable declaration. So for that, just go to the search icon or the run and search for system variables or advanced system variables, and then click on the option edit the system environment variables. Like this is the option I'm getting for my Windows 7 laptop, but for Windows 8 or Windows 10 you may have the quite different UI, but the options will be same. So now here we have to add the Java home path. So click on the new button and enter the variable name as Java underscore home. And then in variable value we have to provide the path where we have installed the Java. So for that we have to go to the C drive where we have installed the Java. So here is my C drive, local disk C. Then go to program files and then Java folder. Inside the Java folder there is JDK folder. Now this is the Java home folder. Like this is the path which we have to mention as a value for the Java home environment variable. So copy that path and paste in variable value. Click on OK button. Now the second path, that is Java bin folder. So for that there is one path variable available over there. Multiple values are already present in that path variable. So we have to add our new value in the set of existing values. So just add one semicolon at the end of last path, and then here we have to paste the path for the bin folder. Like this is my bin folder in Java JDK. So just copy the path for bin folder and then paste it after the last semicolon, and then click on OK button. Now we have added the Java home and path. So click on OK. We have completed the environment variable setup. Okay, click on the OK button. Now in order to verify the path which we have assigned to the Java home and Java bin are proper or not, we have one cross check point. Like we can check that through CMD. So for that we have to search for CMD window. You all are very well known about the CMD window. So just open the CMD window. Now here we have to enter the command Java space hyphen version. The command is Java space hyphen version. With the help of this command we can verify the Java version. It will ensure that the Java home and Java bin path are properly assigned in environment variables. So here is the result for the command Java-version. So it has shown me the version name which I have installed. It means that we have properly assigned the environment variables and we are good to go. Okay, so now we are done with the environment variable setup for Java. The next step is Eclipse download. So Eclipse is the IDE which we are going to use for this Selenium automation programming. So just go to the Google browser or the Chrome browser and search on the Google Eclipse download. So the very first link that is available, Eclipse download, www.eclipse.org. So click on the first link. You will navigate to the downloads path. Now here is the download page for Eclipse IDE. So here we can directly download the 64-bit version, or else we can download the available packages. So I suggest go for the download packages, don't go for the direct download for 64-bit. Now we are into the download packages window. So here different packages are available for Eclipse IDE. So the Eclipse IDE for Java developers, Eclipse IDE for enterprise, Eclipse IDE for C, C#, Eclipse for Eclipse committers, PHP developers, Java DSL. Multiple IDEs are available on this page. So we are just dealing with the automation, so we don't require all these different kinds of IDEs. So we just require Eclipse for Java developers. So we'll try to download that Eclipse IDE for Java developers. We have Windows 64 laptops, so I'm going for this version, Windows 64 bit. Once the download is complete, the file is available in my downloads folder. So we have to extract that IDE or the zip file. So the extraction has started. So now once the extraction has over, we have to open that Eclipse folder. So here is my Eclipse application file. So open the application file by double clicking on it. So here it is asking you to assign the workspace folder path. So either you can use the suggested path or we can assign the required path. So I suggest you to assign your own workspace path. So I'm going to assign the workspace path in my D drive. Don't use C drive for workspace. It will create problems in future. So I suggest you to go for the D drive or any other drive except C. So here I'm creating my workspace path with the name Selenium course. You can assign any name as per your requirement. So here my workspace folder name is Selenium course. Select that folder and now click on launch button. So now the IDE will open in few seconds. Yeah, so here is the Eclipse IDE available for you. So this is the welcome screen. So multiple links are provided over here. Huge amount of information is available. We can read it whenever we have time. So right now just close the welcome window. And now we are ready to start with our Eclipse project creation. We are done with Eclipse download.